Good morning. Hi, everybody. Or good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's a true honor to welcome you as we open the AIA International Conference for 2026. My name is Illya Azaroff, and I have the privilege of serving as your AIA president. Today we gather across time zones, cultures, and continents, representing more than 120 countries, unified by a shared purpose. You'll experience extraordinary work, bold ideas, and meaningful dialogue that reflects the depth and diversity of our global community. And in this moment, your presence matters even more. At a time when multilateralism is being tested all around the world, this gathering stands as a powerful reminder that collaboration still matters, that shared knowledge still moves us, and that architects, by the very nature of what we do, are connectors. We translate complexity into clarity. We bring people together, and we design not just buildings, but the conditions for communities to thrive. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to share some of the work we've been doing on your behalf as the AIA National Board of Directors. Over the past year, we've listened deeply and intentionally to our members. We asked what you need from your professional organization in a time of profound change. And what emerged is our new strategic plan for 2026 through 2030, ratified just this recent March 10th. This plan is built to strengthen your careers, support your firms, and position architects to lead in an era defined by economic uncertainty, the environmental urgency that we face, as well as social transformation that is underway. We call it setting the pace for the profession. Now, another acronym, I know, but PACE stands for Practice, Advocacy, Climate, and Equity. In practice, we want to strengthen your businesses, financial and strategic capacities, so that you and your firms can thrive. On the advocacy front, demonstrating clearly and consistently the value of architects in shaping policy and advocating for the public good. And of course, climate leadership, elevating resilience and advancing regenerative design as central to our work. And of course, equity, continuing to build a profession that is accessible, inclusive, and reflective of the communities that we serve. Now, each of these pillars is really essential, but today I want to focus on one in particular: climate leadership. We are living in that moment of profound contradiction, as I mentioned. As climate impacts intensify in frequency, in scale, and in human consequence, we're also seeing a retreat from commitments in some parts of the world. But as architects, we do not retreat. We step forward. We are uniquely positioned to address what are often called wicked problems, complex, interconnected challenges that demand systems thinking, demand creativity and courage. The built environment sits at the center of these challenges, and so do we. Our responsibility and our opportunity is to lead, because leadership can't wait. We need to align our work with global frameworks such as the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and commitments such as the Paris Agreement. To advance disaster risk reduction, or DRR, we must do it not as a reaction, but as a proactive design imperative. And to move beyond sustainability towards regeneration, a natural evolution of our work, designing in ways that restore, renew, and strengthen ecosystems, as well as those communities we serve. This is not a future aspiration, this is a present obligation. And it must be embedded in everything that we do. Simply put, regenerative design is understanding healing versus curing. Now, for decades, architects have done well with planning professionals and engineers, and we've operated within a paradigm of problem solving that, while well-intentioned, is fundamentally incomplete. We've become experts at curing the built environment, identifying discrete symptoms that apply technical solutions that manage them. Yet, the challenges of the 21st century demand something far more profound. They require us to shift from curing to healing. Curing is still reductive, while healing is holistic. Curing removes the symptoms such as flooding being controlled or heat being mitigated. Yet healing, by contrast, seeks to restore the wholeness of a living system. It asks us to understand the interconnected ecological, cultural, social, and economic dynamics that shape a place, and to design interventions that regenerate those relationships rather than merely stabilize them. This distinction lies at the heart of regenerative practice, and the time for that is now, right now, because every minute of every day, 24 people are displaced from natural and man-made disasters all around the world. In 2025 alone, 117 million people were displaced worldwide at the cost of over $300 billion in reported losses. Now, these are sobering realities, but there is hope. And the hope resides in the hands and minds of you, the talented people watching this right now. And within our community of practice, more than 101,000 AIA members strong and growing. At a time when even the idea of collaboration and multilateralism is at risk, we can and must reach across borders, across cultures, and across oceans to work together to solve these life and death challenges where others have fallen short. We as architects are uniquely trained and positioned to lead in regenerative design, to make the world a better place for our children and for generations to come. It all starts with you and with me. Our commitment together to our communities, your commitment to design excellence, your commitment to creating a better world. Just as our new strategic plan began with your voice, your input, your vision, you told us what you want AI to deliver: practice, advocacy, climate, and equity. You chose wisely. These goals are strong. They are necessary. And now together we must bring them to life. So today is not just a conference. It is convergence of leadership, a platform for shared learning, and a call to action. Over the course of this gathering, I encourage you to engage deeply, share openly, challenge assumptions, and seek out new collaborations that extend beyond borders and disciplines. Because the challenges that we face are global, but so is our capacity to respond. Together we can set the pace. Together we can lead. And together we can design a better, more resilient, and more equitable world. Thank you for having me, and welcome to the AIA International Conference 2026.